Why is it that sugarcane is on display in the Goron Village shop, but when I buy it and place it right next to it, only then it starts to light on fire from the volcanic heat? Or what about this Korok at the top of Ganon's castle that's still up here? Did you not get the memo? Do you not think to move or get out of the way when 4 giant lasers are pointing in your direction? Well, these are some of the toughest, most serious questions in this game that we're gonna be looking at today. While Breath of the Wild prides itself on realism, here are 30 things I've noticed that don't make a lot of sense. One of the most confusing things to me is how the fireproof armor works. It protects you from the flames near the lava from a volcano, but it can't protect you from the desert sun? Surely there would have to be some sort of heat protection in the first place. But that doesn't make sense either, because it basically looks like you put a metal furnace on your head. A metal suit is really supposed to protect you from the extreme heat of a volcano. Furthermore, why is it that the only place in Hyrule that sells this suit is the only location that this suit is required to get to? Listen, Goron, there's a reason no one is buying this suit from your shop. And the last thing about this flame armor, why is it that only one piece is required for flame protection? So I could just walk around the center of a volcano with only a helmet on and be almost naked on my body, and I don't even get the slightest burn on me. Why is there an exposed fire pit in Rito Village? It's on a stone floor at least, but this is the biggest hazard I've seen in my life, considering, I don't know, the whole village for their entire species is made out of wood, 1 drifting amber, and you guys are done for. Or maybe it's not wood actually, because it seems to not react to fire at all. The cooking, oh boy, don't even get me started with how the cooking is supposed to work in this game. Why is it that I just boil 1 bird egg and out comes an omelet with tomatoes and vegetables as a side? I don't know where they came from. Or how is steamed food made? You're not tricking me here, guys. I watched myself boil the food firsthand. And then there's dubious food, which is such a disaster that they have to censor it. Everything except for a bone sticking out. But why is there a bone in all messed up recipes? I can just throw in an eye, boil it, and out comes a bone. Have there been secretly bones in Bad Eyes this whole time? And then there's this lady that gets extremely angry over you stepping on her flowers. And that's fine, nothing out the ordinary for Zelda standards. But why is it that I can drop pounds of uncooked meat on her flowers, chug a chest on them, or even throw sharp swords at them, and she doesn't care at all, but when I so much as graze my toe past them, she throws a tantrum. The guard at the entrance of Gerudo Village won't let you in because you're a guy. So how come you can literally change clothes right in front of that person and then get in with no questions asked? So you might think the security here is pretty poor, but no, it's quite the opposite. Because I could literally be way up here out of sight from everybody, but if I so much as even change my pants, which is hidden from every angle, then that's it. Cover's blown, somebody immediately spots me and I'm kicked out. Do they have invisible security cameras or something? Shield surfing is quite the odd sight in this game, but I guess there's some logic here, like maybe these are slippery shields? But what I'm not buying though is how Link holds onto his shield with his feet when you go into a glide. No way is this possible, especially since he does it while wearing thick metal boots. How does Link jump from seemingly any height while generating all this downwards momentum, and then can instantly stop by pulling out a piece of cloth and some sticks? Surely with all this force, either the sticks, the cloth, or his own arms would break first. And also, he can still keep his downward momentum too, and be unharmed when hitting the ground. He only has to pull out the glider, and then Link's safe, regardless of how fast he was going. How does Link carry around these giant weapons in the game? This sword is practically the size of him, but nah, he could swing it around like a ballerina. You're telling me on his back he can carry a gold sword, shield, and bow that is clipped onto him with this tiny strap? I don't know about that. Then there's the chickens in this game. What on earth are they made of? They gotta be hitting the gym more than Link. How can they possibly hold up this guy while flying, while he's wearing metal armor with giant weapons on his back? Also, how does Link grab onto them without, well, not even grabbing onto them? He just puts his hands in a bowl shape and places them under the chicken while it floats above him. Link's stamina while swimming is a weird one. I get that after a while you're gonna get tired and drown, but do you really get so tired that you can't stand up in the most shallow bit of water here? What adult drowns in water the depth of a kiddie pool? Just sad. Also, why does Link only use stamina while in motion? It definitely still takes effort to tread water and stay still. Look at his hands even. But if you so much as even twitch forward, then your stamina drains. The fruit in this game, I have no idea what it's supposed to be made of. I thought it would be a bit soft, but these things are absolutely indestructible. I could whack them all day with the toughest weapon and they won't even have a bruise on them. Are the fruits made out of metal here? Bombs hurt Link when he's in the blast radius, and that's all good, nothing wrong there. So why is it that Link becomes invulnerable when you blow up the bomb in a minecart? It's not like the cart is protecting you or anything, you're still totally exposed to the blast. The climbing. There is no rhyme or reason with the climbing. Link appears to be some sort of offspring from Spider-Man that seemingly defies the laws of physics, even able to cling to a wall that seems totally flat. But if so much as a drop of water touches the rock, well then that's it, he loses all of his climbing skills. Is water like kryptonite to this guy? Also, how does he eat a full snack at any point when climbing, when all 4 of his limbs are clearly occupied? Doesn't matter what either, even a full-plated dish is fine. Does this guy have like a third arm we don't know about? Is this what was going on in the Breath of the Wild 2 trailer? And why is it that when you're still on a cliff, you don't use any stamina? Like surely even to hold onto rocks at this angle would use a lot of physical effort. But given that, why can't Link climb this one wall in the game? It's this giant hole. He can do all that other stuff, but for some reason, this one rock face is his biggest enemy. What is with these red barrels that are placed around various enemy camps? They explode if you shoot fire at them, but why do these guys just have them lying around their camp? Especially when they place them right under flaming lanterns. What are they thinking? Why can I only place down 10 items at one time, and then the others will disappear if I put down more? Do they just teleport to another dimension? Do they just not like being in crowds? Guess we'll never know. What is the deal with this guy Beetle and his bag? First of all, he has to be the buffest man in Hyrule to carry that everywhere he goes 24/7, even when he sleeps. And secondly, why does he need such a big bag when he only sells me arrows and some bugs? Just get a few quivers and a net. What are the weapons supposed to be made of in this game? You can have this giant metal club that just disintegrates after slapping it against a few enemies. They just disappear too. No rubble or debris remain. Are these cardboard weapons or something? Anyways, let me know some other things that don't make sense to you in Breath of the Wild, and subscribe if you like this kind of video. Also, let me know if you want me to make part 2, and I'll see you guys next time.